My name is Dennis Scott, and I have been to Costa Rica 5 times.
Going to Costa Rica, I get to, I get to build on the relationships that we've already built with the Guaymi men down there. I get excited about every time I get to go down there. Have a really good time when I'm there.
By us returning to the same village repeatedly, it puts an honesty to what we say we're going to do. It allows the Guaymi to feel the commitment that we have to them.
It has shown that to the Guaymi people that God is real. When we go down there with no benefit to ourselves, to give a week of our lives in hard labor to build something for them, sort of set the kingdom down right there in their village, and we walk away. We don't ask for anything in return.
One of the guys had said that it was really cool how we all work together, because when they're working together, somebody's always arguing. And he said that, y'all are working together, and it's almost like, hey, we're here to do a job, let's get it done, and we're working together.
It wasn't just 1 or 2 of us. There were, 4, 5, and 6 of us that were there year 1, year 2, year 3. Now you look at it, several of the men in the village have gone out and gotten jobs outside the reservation. And in asking why they were doing that, one of the things they asked us to pray for in that whole conversation was, pray for me to be a good provider for my family. It's almost like there's been a work ethic that's been created in these men to want to do with what they have, their talents, and use those, and not just sit around and wait on a government check.
These people have nothing, for the most part. And then we come and give them even more, except expecting nothing in return, so that they would see that that's how God sees them. They have nothing to offer, and yet He gives them more.
I feel fulfillment. I don't think that there's any way that we could complete what we do if it weren't God's purpose.
We had all asked Bart how many people had given themselves to Christ, and I think when we talked to him, I think he said there was 25 people that have given themselves to Christ through baptism.
After we had finished the kitchen, Jacinto, his wife, is the cook for the school. She will cook lunch for the school every day. And so he brought her up on Wednesday night, the last night. We had just finished the school, we had it wired, and she just sat there and looked around. And Jacinto looked at us and told us that they didn't have words for this, that it could only be of God that we got, that building was able to be built in basically 4.5 days.
I have a brain and hands that can do a lot of different things, and so for me it makes sense to be able to go use those talents, and then when the project's done, just say, God's given me the ability to do this, I'm doing this for you, and enjoy it. God loves you more than I could ever explain, but maybe this will help.